What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be another ranked ladder video, this time utilizing the pudding strategy. So I thought I should make another OP08 video since OP08 is coming out rather quickly here in America. As soon as Nats is over, then it's OP08 format. So I wanted to, get a head start on that next format. Not dedicating my whole channel to it, of course, because I still want to test for Nats and a lot of content to be had in this the short time of format. But I would also like to get a jump start in OP08. So today we're trying out the pudding leader. It's a new purple-yellow leader, Big Mom Pirate leader. When attacking, you turn 2 life cards face up and you add a Dawn rested. So it ramps into your big drops is the appeal. This list I found on the ranked sim. It had the highest win percentage with 70%. So I thought I would try this list out to begin with. These first 5 games or 6 games that we have today, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Those are my first 6 games with the deck, just similar to the Zoro video that I posted like last week or something. These are the first games, so don't roast me too hard, but getting used to the leader. I'll go over the cards real quick. So we got the pudding searcher and the we're going to claim the One Piece searcher because you really want to search into your beautiful curve of Katakuri into a 9 or a 10 drop mom, and this just facilitates that happening faster. So it's pretty good being able to search the 10 mom, the 9 mom, and the 6 Katakuri, whatever missing piece that you're missing in the hand. And further, if you are still missing a piece on your first turn, let's say you go like pudding with 2 Dawn, you go pudding event and you still don't find the Katakuri, you can like event into another pudding, next turn pudding into the Katakuri, hopefully for your 6 Dawn turn. So that kind of stuff as well. So pretty cool. And then we have the 2K counters, the Flampe searchable, beige, not searchable, but degenerate yellow card. And then the Frankie unsearchable, but decent card. Draw a card if you already have enough 2Ks, and then sometimes you can play them out to go for game. So pretty decent. And then 4 of the 0 drop event, degenerate. And then and also you're like playing on these big drops, so it's kind of necessary. And the events don't have counters, so. And then we got 3 or 4 Brûlée, just again searchable 1K counters, something to play early before you get to your Katakuri into big drop turns. And then also just a great, trigger blocker, pretty good. And then we'll go into this tech card Viola. I'm not sure if everyone's playing this card, but it's pretty good. It acts as like another one of these 2 cards because it lets you ramp with your leader twice, 2 turns in a row essentially. So it acts as another ramp card, kind of. Essentially you'll like swing with your leader, flip 2 up, play the Viola. Next turn you can do it again and gain another Dawn instead of being stuck with a face up life. So it's pretty decent, and it's a blocker, so it's like good. You can mess around with your opponent's life if need be, but usually just flipping your own so that you can ramp early. And then we'll go into the 2 main ramp cards, the Missile Sunday that you can play on 5 to go up to 6 so that you can go to 8 next turn. And then also the Katakuri, which is the preferred one. It's searchable, new, 6 drop 7K, 1K counter, on play, flip the top card face down, add a Dawn deck, set it as active. So like the general combo is you'll use your pudding to flip 2 up, take the first life whenever they swing next turn. On 6, play the Katakuri, go up to 7, Dawn with 1 active, put the Dawn under pudding, swing 6, pudding effect, flip the 2 up. So that way you can go to 8, and then you go to 10 next turn for your Big Mom, Ace, and other Big Mom. And then for the top end, we have the 9 drop Mom, on play, Dawn -1, trash a card, add the top card of your deck to your life, and then bottom or top life a 6 drop or less on the opponent's side of the field. So you cannot use this like your Katakuri 8 drop. You can't put your own stuff to life, so it's a little bit annoying, but it's just a great removal card. Gain a life. It's busted, so playing 4 of it just so that we can ensure that we always have top end. Once we do hit our 3rd turn, we should be on 10 Dawn, so We just consistently want to play these guys after that third turn. 10 drop ace, doesn't really need explanation. And then 10 drop mom, a card at one time a lot of people said should be banned. So let's get into the games first. Oh, also I'm testing OP08 before the starter decks. That's what I want to test, but unfortunately the sim lets people play up to the starter deck 20, so kind of annoying that I just want to play 08 before the starter decks because it's going to be like a 2-month gap, so I want to test for that time. But, Doffy just invades the sim all the time, so I'm going to try and limit the Doffy games that we see. That being said, first match is against a Doffy player. With the starter deck stuff, so you will see the new 4-drop Boa in the Teach and the, Law, I think, is the other one. So we're going to go first. We're going to play the Pudding into the Big Mom, I believe we drew. Going to play another Pudding. Unfortunately, cannot search the Searcher event with this Pudding because it's not a Big Mom's card. But we can we do have another Pudding for the Katakuri so that we can play that on curve. We're going to take the first life, like I said in the intro. They're going to play a Weevil draw. Sorry, I choked on something. Oh my gosh. But they're going to play, oh god, a Weevil. Draw a card. We're going to play a Katakuri so that we can ramp. They're going to Pudding us, but fortunately we did draw back into the Tin Lin. So we're just going to play that. Burn a life, gain a life. They are going to play Boa, put a Dawn under leader, swing 6 with the leader. We're going to hit a 1-drop event and search another 10 mom for next turn. They're going to swing 6. We'll Frankie that. If we didn't get the 10 mom, we could have took that 9 Lin and done something, but it would have obviously been a lot worse. We're going to start 5 at life and then 7 and then 10. Or sorry, 12 into the Weevil. Mom, so they only have a potential of 5 swings. I mean, we could die for sure. We don't have a ton of counter in hand. We could definitely die, and that's kind of the issue with this deck is counter. You find yourself with a lot of bricks in hand. But if you can, survive long enough, you can just win the game. They're going to go 5. We're going to 1K out of that. Counter while I can. Now they'll go 7. We could counter that, but we also want them to commit to game. So we're going to take a gamble, I think, here. And take that. We hit a 1K counter, which should help us a little bit. And now on the 7, we're just not going to risk it any further. We actually had 2 more bricks in life there with the 9 Lin and the 10 drop ace. So lucky that we counter out of that one. But I think we should have. I think otherwise they're going to go 8-8 maybe, or which we could get out of. They could go 7-9, of course, which we can get out of the 7. So just depends. I guess we had it either way, but going into the next one, we're going to go against an Enel player. Traditionally, Katakuri is a bad matchup into Enel, so I'm not sure how Pudding is going to do. We're going to whiff this first Pudding search, which is unfortunate, but it's whatever. They're going to swing 6. We're going to counter that so that we don't go 2 down in life. We want to be able to ramp here. We're going to hit a Miss All Sunday and a Lin Lin. And then we're probably just going to put 2... Oh. Not going to use the Viola. We're just going to swing 5 with the Pudding, hold 1 up. I don't know about that. Maybe play the Viola in that spot. Just so we can guarantee our Pudding next turn. They're going to swing 6. We're going to hit the Sunday and play it, but we don't get the draw card. We only go to 5 off of that. And now we're at 6. We don't have the Katakuri. We hit the Katakuri off this Pudding. But is it worth getting? Guess not. because now we can play Viola and ramp again, since we can go to 10 Dawn next turn, or no, 9 Dawn next turn. But we should be able to draw this Linlin out of life, assuming they attack us, so that we can play it next turn. So a little convoluted, like I said. This is my second game ever with the deck, against a very weird leader in Enel. Very weird matchup. So definitely could have done things probably more efficiently, but we should get there in the end. Just because we're kind of set up here. We're gonna go to 9, take this Linlin, be able to play that next turn. Put something on the top depending on how they play out their turn here. They're gonna go 8. We'll just take the block with Viola now rather than later. They're gonna play Luffy and do not activate its effects, which I thought was a little weird. We're just gonna punish that very hard by playing this Linlin, putting the Luffy in the life. First, we're gonna swing 5/5 though. They actually do take that, which is fair. But we're just gonna swing with the Missile Sunday anyway. If they wouldn't have took that, of course, they counter out of that. We just don't swing with the Sunday. But now we're kind of forced into swinging with it, which is fine. We're going to play the Linlin, put the Luffy on the bottom. I'm going to discard the 0 drop because I feel like we're fine with 3 life and a blocker. Don't really want to discard any topping because we need those for next turns. They're going to Yamato our Brule, swing 6 at life, so they're going to go 6/5. Take this so that we could potentially counter out of a Missile Sunday 5. Otherwise, we got to let it go, so we take that. They swing 5 at life anyway, we'll give them the 2K. And now we have a choice between Tin Mom and Ace. Gonna start 5 with the Sunday. They'll take it. Hit a Nami trigger. Gonna be able to discard a card, pop a 5-drop, and then draw a card. We're gonna burn the Luffy. And then swing 5/9. They counter out of that, so we actually go with the Akiku here because we don't really care if they gain a life. They're down on hand so bad that we can clear up board here. Plus, they won't be able to rush with Ace. Plus, they won't be able to gain a life with Yamato. So I felt like that was like probably the best play. Was just kill the Okiku, let him get a life. We're up on board right now anyway. And we can just burn those lives with Mom next to that life with Mom next turn if we want to. Now they're gonna go 7 at life, we gotta take it. Hit another 10 Mom. 9 at life, we gotta take it. Take our Katakuri. Then they're gonna Katakuri, do nothing with it. Which I guess is fair. I guess it's fair. We're gonna start 5 at life, see what they do with that. They actually counter out of it, so now we're gonna just go 9/12 into this Yamato, hopefully kill it, but unlikely. But he lets it die on the 9 swing, what I thought was crazy. They must have literally 0 counter in hand, because otherwise you just counter block with the Shirahoshi. And now you're threatening game next turn, but I guess they just simply didn't have it. We are going to Tin Mom them for the last life. They're going to discard a Shirahoshi. They're going to go 5/8. We'll hit a Nico Robin, which is just kind of whatever at this point. Nice to draw a card. Get another body on board. And here I think I misplayed pretty hard. I'm going to start 9 with the Linlin. I could have just swung out a lot better, but I wanted to be able to play Tin Mom or something. But I should have just realized that if I don't kill him here, I lose. So I go 12/12. They block out of the last 12, and now I'm just like, yeah, if I play Tin Mom, I lose. So I just need to go and try to kill this guy with a 9/11. And if I get triggered, I lose. They're going to counter out of that. So now we're forced into 6-7. Hopefully don't have a 2K. And 7, hopefully don't have 2K, 1K. And they don't, so we win. But very sloppy on my end. That end of the game could have been played out a lot differently and probably a lot better. Potentially should have just... maybe... just go 9 at Katakuri, 12, 12. You know, just swing all of these swings into their board. Try to remove as much as possible. And then play a Tin Mom or even Ace to get another swing off on these guys. That'd probably be better. Depending on how it goes with these 3 swings. If they let it go, obviously, then we can Tin Mom, burn their last life and go for it. Or burn their second life and do some other stuff. But, yeah, I just think that was pretty sloppy. I had no reason to just go for game there. I could have just went at board probably. But, yep, you learn. And move on. We're going to play against a purple-yellow crocodile player. Pretty cool deck, pretty cool deck. We're going to have like the God Curve here though, unfortunately for the opponent. With putting Katakuri Mom. So we're going to play the pudding, grab a 2K counter, pass turn. They're going to go 8, probably just take it. Hit another Katakuri. We're going to start 6, use our ability, get a Dawn. Flip over a Flampe and Miss All Sunday. And then we're just going to play the Brûlée here. They're going to trigger a Miss Valentine, Dawn -1 to play it, and then search. They're going to whiff off of the search, but they do get the Dawn back with their leader ability. Like I said, we're just going to play the Flampe. They're going to swing 5 and then play a Boncle. We take the 5 so that we could Katakuri next turn and still be able to leader ability, which really largely doesn't matter because we're going to go to 9 instead of... because we're already 8 with the Katakuri, so like getting to 9 is kind of irrelevant, but it's whatever. And then we're going to play the Viola, which once again is kind of irrelevant, but it's a blocker, I guess, to block this Boncle swing. They're going to Flame Spit and tap our Brûlée, sure. And then they're going to go 2 into the Brûlée, 7 at life. We're going to block the 7 with the Viola, like I said earlier. And then they're going to go 7 with the Crocodile. We're going to counter out of that just as to not go down super hard in life. We're going to go 2 into the Boncle after they play a Count something. I don't know what the card is called, but it's a big bird guy. It's a 6-drop 7K, 1K counter on KO. On the opponent's turn, you can summon a Baron Tamago from deck or something like that, which I think is like a blocker or something. I'm not exactly sure what it does, but it has some sort of float ability and something into the deck. They're going to play 10-drop Ace, gain a card. Sorry, gain a life, and then swing into our board. We just got to let all that go. We're going to go 5 and then 12. And then mom them again, put them at 0, pass turn. Make them have to play a heal card and also put up a blocker or something. Or kill our mom, one of our moms. Otherwise, they're pretty much dead next turn. Unless they hit a beige or something crazy. Like 0-drop into beige off of the ace gain. They could play like Crocodile 8-drop and then hold up the 1-drop event. I forget what it's called. Oh, come away. And they're going to go 7. We're just going to take it. Try and get them to go for game when we know we can probably win. They're going to go 8, and the max they can go now is 9-10. So we're just actually going to take that. Trigger the Sunday, draw a card, draw another brick. But like I said, we can already beat out of the 9 here. We can actually beat out of the 10 even. So we're going to take that and then beat the 10 and win. They did have Okama away, but they didn't have the 8-drop Crocodile to be able to hold it up. They only had the ace to gain a life, so they pretty much were forced into going for game there. So, unfortunate. I'm going to go into the next game against a Lucci player. They're going to go first. I think we chose second. I do think like maybe the natural curve is like 1 Dawn search into 3, gain a Dongo to 4, and then Katakuri next turn on 6. And then leader effect go to 8. And then that way next turn you can go to 10. So on your 3rd turn you're at 10. Or 4th turn you're at 10. But it's, you know, it's fine. We'll take Lucci off of their curve, I think. We do get the Katakuri and the Mom, so we're kind of set up here for the remainder of the game. We're going to play this Viola and put down our life past turn, just in case. Establish a blocker as well, so we don't have to take any life probably this turn. They're going to go 6. We're just going to block that. And they're going to Lucci. Kill our double pudding. Fine. Largely irrelevant. And then next turn we're probably just going to swing with our leader. 6. Flip them up. And then play the Katakuri. Flip them down. And get a Dawn active past turn. Bluff something. Bluff a Bolo Breath or something crazy. They're going to swing at us. We are thinking about triggering this Missile Sunday, and we do. We get to draw an ace off of it, and we still don't miss out on our 10 Dawn turn next turn, so might as well. They are going to -1 on the Katakuri with their leader ability, and then play a Helmeppo, -3 more, make it a 2-drop. And they're just going to Lucci the Katakuri away. Swing 7 with the other Lucci. We'll take this one. Don't really want to counter out of anything just yet. We're probably just going to Mom them this turn, so we'll go 5-5. Mom. No need to use our ability, of course. Keep them hidden. They're going to go 6 in the All Sunday. I'm just not going to discard any cards over that. Very easily removable. They have 2 other swings coming its way, so just let it go on the first one. They're going to swing 5 and -1 to our Mom, put it at 9. We'll counter out it with the Flampe. Maybe should have took that, because now if they don't swing with Helmeppo Lucci, then we can't ace and gain rush. So unfortunately, they are just going to kill our Mom with another Helmeppo into Suru into Brook. But we do rip a 9-drop, so it's going to save our butt here. We're going to 1-drop event, search a 10 Mom, because it was our only really good target. And we really want to play it probably here coming up. And then we're going to 9 Lin, discard the Missile Sunday, put the Brook in the life, pass turn. They're going to start swinging 6, 7. We take the 6 and we hit another ace. Take counter out of the 7, and then we'll take the 3rd 7. They're just going to play a Jack and pass. Can't really do anything there. They're only down to 2 cards in hand. So we're going to go 5. They'll take it. 9. They'll take it. And then we either Mom or ace. We decide to ace and kill this Lucci just so we don't necessarily die next turn. We can trigger out of it. We can maybe counter out of things, just depending on how they swing. We're just going to go 5. We'll just take that counter. -1 to the Mom. See what they're cooking up here. They're going to Gecko, but only play Khalifa Helmeppo. That doesn't do anything for them. They're going to be able to -3, -2 to the Mom, and then use Jack's effect to pop a 3-drop or less, pop the Mom, draw 1, discard 1. And then play Spandam. They took a Soap Sheep, so they don't have any. Has no counter. We'll take the 7 swing. No need to trigger the beige. We just have game next turn. If not for our attacks, we can Mom 5-10, and it should be guaranteed there, knowing that they had the Soap Sheep. Going into the next one. Got a crazy deck here. Blue Crocodile. Blast from the past, you know. They're going to go 5. Crocodile was like the first leader I ever played, so pretty crazy. We're going to go 7. They're going to play a Centimaro, so they're on the OG Crocodilian. Like I said in previous videos, the ladder just reset, so playing all kinds of even though my ranking up there is 48 on the Eastern Sim, we're still playing. Like the ladder just reset, so it's like kind of a fake number. We're going to swing with our pudding, get a Dawn, and then Katakuri down the life, get another Dawn. They're going to swing 5 with the Sentamaru, 6 with the Pacifista. We'll take the block on that one. Then they're going to swing 5. We'll take it. And then they're going to play Boa to stun our Katakuri. Just fine. We're just going to mom them. They're going to play Daz Bones, a draw 2 trash one. They're going to trash the 7-drop event. Play a blocker out with Sentamaru, then swing 5, 6, 6, 8. We'll have to take the 8. We're going to swing 5 into the Sentamaru. They give us another 2k for that. We're going to swing 7. They give us the blocker for that. Now we're just going to kill the Boa. Because that's higher priority, and we can still kill the Sentamaru with the ace. So we'll do that. They're going to Red Rock. That gives their Bones a plus 1000 because they have the 7-drop and the Red Rock in the trash. They're going to go 5, 7, 7. We'll counter out of the second 7, and then just play a Sentamaru, which is largely irrelevant. We're going to target their board here. 7 into 6, 10 into 7, and then 10 into 6. Pass turn. Don't even swing with the leader. We're just gonna, play our aces here and win the game. So, pretty textbook yellow deck here, yellow gameplay. And there's just simply no way they can kill us. Pretty much no matter how they portion out their Dawn, especially with this trigger into a 2k. And we'll just show them that we got 14 and win the game. Last match of this video against another blue deck, a Boa strategy. Gonna be a pretty popular deck moving forward, but I think Pudding has a decent matchup into it. Honestly, it can outpace it pretty fast, and they won't be able to clear big body after big body after big body. So we're gonna miss our Katakuris off of this Pudding 1-drop event, but that's fine. They're gonna swing 7. We'll take it. Hit a miss on Sunday. Unfortunately, cannot trigger that. Because we'll be going down way too minus in Dawn to make it worth it. Even though we would love to trigger it to play around the Pudding from our opponent, but we just kind of got to hope they don't have it because our hand is pretty set at this point. And they don't have it. They're going to play Jinbei Crocodile instead. We're just going to Katakuri shenanigans here. Make sure that we can go to our 10 Dawn turn next turn. Pass turn. Their board is pretty scary. They're going to play Boa, bottom our Pudding, freeze our Katakuri, draw a card. Play Sengoku, so they're going to go 5-5-5 here. Counter out of the first, block the second, take the third, which what we knew was a 0-drop event. We're actually going to play a 9-mom here just to get this Boa off the field. We still gain a life, so it's fair. And we get the Boa off the field, which is probably the most important thing. Fortunately, can't deal with these 5s, these 5 swingers coming our way this turn, but hopefully with an ace, it'll make it a lot better next turn. They're going to go 5 with their Sengoku, 5 with the Croc, we'll take that one, 5 with the Jinbei, we'll counter out of that one, and then take the 7, so that we can ace and gain a life this turn. Now there's no real need to ace because they let it go on the 7-9 swing, so we are just going to mom them. And then hold the aces for the next coming turn so we can continuously clear board. I feel like that's our only way of winning in this spot, is to just clear their board turn after turn. So that's what we're going to do. They're going to go 5-5. We'll counter out of both and then take the 6 just in case they decide to go 7 with it or something, but they are just going to play the Kaido. Draw 4 cards. They'll give us the Jinbei, they'll 2k the Weevil swing, they'll 2k 1k the mom on the Weevils, 2k 2k the mom on the Weevil swing. We'll kill the Weevil with the 10 mom and then just ace swing, gain a life. They are going to Red Rock our 10 mom, swing 5-12. We'll take both because we don't really want to counter out of any of those. Kind of scary, but gotta do what you gotta do. We're going to swing 5, 7, 9, 10. And then 10 mom, we kind of just got to pray that's enough. Actually, I thought about it for a minute, and thank goodness I did. We're actually just going to 9 mom, discard the ace, put the boa in life. That way we still gain a life and they only have 2 swings rather than 3 coming our way to our 1 life. So that's just significantly better. We're gonna do that, discard the ace, put the boa in life, gain a life, pass turn. So we only have to defend out of this swing, but pause. Even if we were in a spot where we either take 2 swings or 3 swings, we pretty much had to play this spot where we do 2 swings. So lucky that we 9-mom there. We had the 9-mom for that. And then they go 13, and then they're about to go 14. We could not count out of the 13. We could not count out of the 14. We could go 8, 11, 14 max, so we could not beat the boa swing. And we didn't have the extra card from life to use all 3 of these. So we pretty much had to take this, and then hopefully they either swing 13 or something, or that we hit a lucky trigger. We did end up hitting the lucky trigger beige, so we were kind of cooked there, to be honest. But you know, yellow is yellow. You know what I mean? Yellow be yellow. So what can you say? But yeah, let's go into the list one more time. So, you know, a lot of bricks in the deck. That's kind of the recurring theme, but the fact that you can gain so much life, ramp so heavy, and do it very early is very powerful, and a lot of decks just can't keep the tempo. I imagine Purple Luffy is just ass into this, and this might just outclass Purple Luffy until the starter decks, to be honest. But yeah, warrants some more testing. It's interesting. Could be good, could be bad, who knows. We'll keep testing. But either way, GG's to all those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic BGX3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.